What up, everybody? It's your boy, Pyro Slays Music, and this is a Sound Discovery, where we check out music from the current year, and Michael Cera Palin is what we're checking out today. Brand new album. So I have one experience with this band, and it is a portrait of a woman on a couch with cats. That's the only song I've heard by them. But I've heard a lot of people talk about this album this year. So we're going to get it. I'm pretty stoked about it. We Could Be Brave. It dropped back in March, so we're a little behind. As always, you're never going to be able to consume everything that drops, and that's fine. But we've done I've done pretty damn good. I can't speak for like my fellow, Chuckles and Aaron and those guys, but I've been damn good with checking out current year music this year. Just not so great with uploading it. You'll have that. Well, first off, before we get in here, make sure you guys go support the artist. If you enjoy Michael Cera Palin, go buy some ticks, go buy some merch, go support them on their social medias if you ain't got much funds, which, that's where most of us are, and that is fine. There's plenty of ways. Holy cow, that scared me. Plenty of ways you can support an artist. Let's get into this. Feast or Famine. This is track 1.
This side of me, don't you know this is where I'll be? Oh, the walls are closing in. Funny time to start trying to leave. The insulation's growing thin. Is it already that time of year? Toss and turn, wriggle and ride, my way to another sunrise. Jaws will clench, teeth will grind, and keep gritting till the next bite. Come feast or famine, this is where I'll be. The holes we're digging into spread so far across the many names we give to now. Closing in. Oh, the walls famine. This is where I'll be, dying out among the living.
Okay, so I have zero complaints about this, to be honest with you. I love the care that they took with the mix and the production. You have the vocals that kind of sound raw. You have some of the instruments that kind of sound raw, but it also doesn't, I mean, it feels well produced. On top of that, you have stuff coming in from both sides. And you have sometimes just one instrument in one ear and, you know, another over here. Very, very interesting. And I like the lyrics we have here as well. And the way those vocals were kind of down underneath of the instrumental, but almost sounded layered to get kind of a shouty feel. But I'm not quite sure. I'd have to listen to it again. But yeah, very, very nice start to this album. I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10. It's going to go in a playlist. Just really, really nice. Tardy. Let's keep going.
What the hell does it all mean? I mean, you're here tackling kids, holding them to beds. Is that psychotherapy? What's going on? It's the best we got.
Painting tardy by my own devices. Fruitless, a harvest bled dry out. You left me in high. Always seem to find more fuel than drive to gather your focus when you got the time. Or are you gonna let it eat you alive? Some pressures never lay. As much to overcome as left to comprehend. For clarity's sake, I think I can take it. No, really, I think I can take it. Lucky charmers can't shoulder blades. Simple truths bear no less repeating. Till the temple's tender to the touch. Schisms at the synapse, listening for as much. Always seem to find more fuel than drive to gather your focus when you got the time. Are you gotta let it eat you alive? Always seem to find more fuel than drive to gather your focus when you got the time. Are you gotta let it eat you alive? Always seem to find more fuel than drive to gather your focus when you got the time. Are you gotta let it eat you alive? Always seem to find more fuel than drive to gather your focus when you got the time. Are you gotta let it eat you alive?
So this was interesting because, like, that really freaking off-key part of this song, like, initially it's so abrasive and it, like, really forces the listener to just kind of deal with it. And then after a minute of them, you know, start getting a little rhythm with it being offbeat, and they're like, yeah, try and say this isn't cool. You're like, okay, I don't know if I like this, but it is cool. And then the mix is so well done. Oh my God, I am in love with the mix here. I pray this continues throughout the rest of this album because just very intriguing to listen to. The kind of sonic soundscape that they really paint nicely. And yeah, I'm enjoying the lyrics here as well. Like, the lyrics are well done, and then you have the nice mixing and production on top of that. Feels like something that, like, while I might have heard vocally, instrumentally, they're throwing a lot of different things at you that are kind of testing the listener a little bit, but also sound nice. So that's cool. That's going to be in a playlist for sure. I think that one's probably like a 6.5 for me. Murder Hornet Fursona. of feedback in that one. They still did some really interesting stuff. And in that first song part of like the first half of the song, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, it's cool. I just don't know about the sound. Vocally, we kind of had a pup thing going on here, which I actually liked. Not that I have a problem with pup, but you know what I mean? It did sound intriguing here. The instrumental is really different than something I would typically listen to. But I'm going to put this in a playlist just because I don't know what the hell I think about it. I'm going to go with a 5.5 here. But again, I like the mix. There's just some little stuff in there that's just like, I don't know how much I enjoy this is like to go back and listen to again. But I'm appreciating it now that I'm listening to it. There's something else I was going to mention about the, I don't know. Gracious is the next track. And, this is shaping up to be pretty cool. And we're not even getting into the long tracks. That's the interesting part. These songs are like, I don't know, kind of short, and they're packing in quite a interesting, like, experimental mix going on here. Like, very cool. Gracious. Still only 3 minutes.
Found some direction along your lines of least concession.
Before we move on, real quick, I'll restart the Gracious. But what I was going to say, some of the riffs in Murder Hornet Persona kind of had like a 90s grunge thing going on, like every once in a while. And I was like, oh shit, this reminds me of some like stuff I would have grown up with. But it was just very fleeting and like here and there. Like I thought that was pretty cool. This beginning of Gracious sounds like folk punk.
Found some direction along your lines of least concession. Pave red with me by your best intent, like you're so much better off. Indifferential, your appraisal of potential. Glad you found a wise investment. Tell me what it's worth. No consolation, no severance, just shoddy explanations. Masquerading as confessions like I haven't heard it all. It's crawling up my chest. When I finally coughed it out, can I be blessed? I'll turn the knob now, like your twisted truth, and wonder which you'd rather use. But gracious, you keeping your clench upon my shoulder. So gracious to spare me a rear view of what comes after. Till I carve my own path here. A tail as good as gated. I tried to cover my trail. Did I drift out of line or did I learn my limits here? Not to step back now, but I see a loss. When you reminded me of struggle toward the cause. Toward the cause. Now listen here now, motherfucker. I'll tell you when the final word's been said. Back turn to your mission now. Like the whole thing was jettison. You swore it would make sense. Even now we're still trying to. You swore I'd find solace in difference. Appraisal to join suit. Oh gracious, you kept your clench upon my shoulder. So gracious, sparing me a rear view of what comes after. You swore it would make sense. Your far-flinging fictions. You said that my closet would harbor the skeletons you're tired of holding to.
I'm not gonna lie to you here, guys. Like normally, I'm very much in tune to what's going on lyrically, but I'm loving the soundscape, man. I'm loving it. And this one, I was loving the melodies and it kind of just that kind of. I don't know if I'd call it classic emo. I because that's not really true, but it's. I wonder what kind of emo you would classify this as. Regardless, it kind of reminds me of Midwestern emo or something. Regardless, I dig it, and I think this is gonna be a 7-7, and we're gonna put this in a playlist. This is my favorite one yet, easily. Like I said, the melodies were just grabbing me for this one. I kind of like that like the folk punk sound that they kind of have going on vocally, and then the rest is rather emo, but that's absolutely fine with me. It sounds gorgeous. Absolutely going in a playlist. Let's move on to Despite, and this will be the halfway point of the album after this track. First song over 5 minutes. Let's get it.
Retribution's useless. seems so tightly wound. Despite the spiral, I just couldn't come around.
That was great.
Despite the ends, couldn't tell you what it means. In spite of this, why are we so certain where our ends will meet? Is it something in the water? Must be something in the water.
I think we're going to give that one an 8. Easy 8. That's what we're going to call that one. Easy 8. It just kept me surprised. Let's just put it that way. And it's just really cool. I think I'm catching on to this a little bit. There's like the instrumental really paints this like chaotic, I don't know, vision in my mind. And then the vocal melodies kind of just connect it all in a weird way. Yeah, that's an 8. I really, really enjoyed that. It's not like music I'm going to listen to all the time, but damn, that sounded really cool. Let's go ahead and listen to Crypto.
Tongues planted in the cheeks of toothy Totenkopf grins, sewed parallel to canines, whistling to birth a nation. It's one solution, I guess. Oh, absolution's the only reward you'll confess. Paid his rent to your guardian, nothing. Written checks just to say you're well spent. Outlined in chalk your numbers and ratios. Only zeros and ones in the end. I want to soil your blood, to run the altar's teeth gnash on. What joy and torch is snub. Head tick your fall, you've reached that on. I want to soil your blood, but what's been shed won't crease that on. If you say that nothing's lost, why feign a partial crypt that tongue? Discharging like a seed whose yield is its own famine. Thin veils of ivory drape loose from olive branches. A sexless matrimony of impact and intent. Arm's length just out of reach, bluffing on folded hands. Poker faces recoiled. Who's playing the next hand? It's a round table set to go, man. A seasonless feast for the tasteless. Pearly whites rot from too many sweets. I want to soil your blood. To hungry altars, teeth gnash on. What joy and torch is snuffed. Heads figure fall and preach that on. I want to soil your blood. What's been shed won't crease that on. You say that nothing's lost. Why feigned a partial crit that tongue? Oh, the casualty of casualties. Oh, the casualties of casualty. Oh, the casualty of casualties. For some you crypto Valhalla. For heresy, your fabricated savior. Trying to sell me, you know what's divine. Broken down to pills like you've swallowed. Just 14 words at a time. Must security your dimly lit smoke screens. Where the downtrodden play as untread. Deny the tide, it doesn't matter. Still left its way come the time you see the skin shed. I want to soil your blood. To uncreate altars, teeth gnash on. What joy and torch is snuffed. Heads figure fall and preach that on. I want to soil your blood. What's been shed won't crease that arm. If you say that nothing's lost, why feign a partial grip that tongue?
This is another one I was like, this is a mid-ass song. That's like a minute or two into it, right? And then as it just keeps going, I'm just like, how can I be mad at this? It's all right. And then it just keeps going, and you're like, the layers. You got to respect the layers. 7-3 playlist. Another solid one. I liked that this was cool because, like, lyrical repetition tends to annoy me, and as we went on, there was enough, like, just stuff that they were throwing in, like at the end there, you got the xylophone, just stuff like that. Very, very cool. This is my shit for sure. 7-3 playlist. Let's go ahead and go to Broken Face. I'm not going to lie to you guys. In my head, you know, I'm kind of shaping up a number for this album, rating-wise, but a lot is hanging on that last track. That's 11 minutes and 58 seconds, which is legitly almost a fourth of the album. So we'll see when we get there. But yeah, so far we're off to a nice start here on the second leg of the album, and with a great ending to the first leg of the album as well, despite was really nice. So A Broken Face, shortest song on the album.
Churn for drying tongues, helping hands
Okay, so while this is not my favorite track on the album, I'm going to go with a flat 6. I will state that it's very cool to have a kind of a punkier style song on this album. You would think it wouldn't fit in, honestly, and it slips right in. It fits perfect with the theme, sonic theme that we have going on for this album. So kudos to them for making that work. And punk's my bread and butter, so that'll probably warm up on me. But it was kind of cool how they sprinkled a little of that in there. 1038 Doe.
Little air left in the room, the little talk of perfume. Across the table, across the floor. Greener pastures now, we've still got weeds to pull. I could have stayed, even consoled, even apologized. Instead, I just walked it off outside. It's 10:38 and I missed away. When I only stayed asleep to see her. I walked into the room where you sit but mute. Despite the morphine you would twinge, gripped to life, no one was prepared to part with. Lover of lovely things. One more chance to hear me sing. Held your hand from your bedside. Find comfort in surrounding you with the loves of your life. Just spotted in the parking lot. Reminds of gentle resilience of the matriarch that I hold dear beside and beyond with your burial plot.
All right. That was so like instrumentally, this one didn't really do much for me, but I will say that it was a great exit to this song. Just the tones of confusion and almost like this hollow feeling, right? maybe some anxiety in there. There's just that kind of weird tone to that outro that really put the nail into the, I guess the lyrics are not to get too dark with that. Damn. So yeah, this is basically a story of losing, who was it here? Did it actually state? No, but losing a matriarch, because it was, I just love the ending of this where it says, find comfort in surrounding you with the loves of your life. Doe spotted in the parking lot reminds the gentle resilience of the matriarch that I hold dear beside and beyond your burial plot. But like the whole, where you were lucid but mute, despite the morphine you would twinge, grip on life no one was prepared to part with, a lover of lovely things. One more chance to hear me sing. Just very poetic. Well, really, really well done here. We're going to go with 6ix9ine playlist. Even though, like I said, I think the instrumental fit the song really well. It just, I don't know if this song exactly is going to be one I come back to a whole lot in this album, just because of kind of the pacing and stuff. Every once in a while, you know, if I need a sad song. But yeah, I'd still put that in a playlist to go somewhere, though. 6ix9ine, Wisteria.
Oh, how you've darled me, though no cause for concern. In season you impart me descending clovers that I yearn. Our better steps held true, as lesser ends felt too. It's so much nicer being lost in you. Where my lips come unsealed, where my head comes clear. How I know that you hear me. The ways that I could love you, the ways that I let go. You said it'd take getting used to. I said I'd like getting to know. Wisteria in bloom. Where do you twine up to? You said it'd take getting used to. What can I say? You said it looked lovely. My unwell shade of blue. No matter how rich your soil, I still flinched at the roots. So sorry if I'm keeping you up. Kills me to see your eyes overfallen. Sorry if I'm keeping you up. It won't be the last time. Sorry I've been keeping you up. Each waking hour must be more than you bargain time. Sorry if I'm keeping you out. Just get bad as to be how your eyes remember me. New place, same old. Split hair, split seams, split ends. New place, same old. Should my eyes stay still? Could my thoughts be more clear? Should I hope that you hear me? Don't I wish you were here? Should my eyes stay still? Could my thoughts be more clear? Should I hope that you hear me? I've let go. When you say it like we used to, what can I say? Sorry I've been keeping you up. It won't be the last time. Sorry I've been keeping you out. Just get pays to pay. Why your eyes should play left to me. Wisteria in bloom. Where do you grow off to? You say it's what you're used to. What I said, oh what I said.
Okay. Man, that was a really nice ride. And like, I thought maybe it would go on a little too long, especially with some of the repetition. But again, I'm liking where we're at here. I'm singing along with this already. 7-7 playlist. Here we go. This is the one I've been worried about. This is the one I've been sweating it out about 11 minutes. It's basically a fourth of this album. Here we go. Let's get it.
Should we confine ourselves to confidence intervals, so bent about our shelters, blinds to open windows? Would it all be cut losses and squandered farewells? We could be brave and see how it ends. Oh, the ways I've forgotten how to stop flinching and ching, distance me from earshot, exhausted my options, take what time I've got, break through at 5:30 in the morning, don't feel much better, better than nothing. Glacier's pace, I need a higher dosage. Each catalyst a cataclysm, crashing in slow motion. Still not quite sure how I never seem to catch it coming. Strength for all this shit I'm hauling. I know these things by name. I often wish they just stop calling, just to justify my Sisyphean crawling. set our eyes back forward. So perhaps I hesitate, 'cause I'd rather stay. Fuck better than nothing. For 5 a.m. there's nothing better. Wash your face. Brush your teeth. Make your bed. Take your fire. All you can do is sit or scared to see how it ends. Just like the rest of us. Casual squad with no energy wasted. If you see to the end, just like the rest of us. Should you feel beside yourself? You're still right by the rest of us. We can be brave, we should be safe here. Would it be so far off course to live because you will? Couldn't be a lesser force than the spirit that permitted. We can be brave, we should be safe here. We can be brave if we just wait to see how it ends. We can be brave, we should be safe here. We can be brave if we just wait to see how it ends. We can be brave, we should be safe here. We can be brave, we can be brave.
Okay. All right. So listen, I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys here. I like what they did. I really do. I like where they went with the lyrics. I like the weird, I don't know if I like it per se, because that's not the right word for it. I really respect what they did because they almost made sludge emo, I would call it. There's a very sludgy sound here. And I like the lyricism really a lot. But the song is really long. It all kinds of runs together for me, at least. And I feel like some of the singular tracks actually had a little more care to the mixing than this one did. I don't know. I expected a little more pop or something to it. Maybe not a pop, but more of a, I don't know, something intriguing to happen. It was a sad one. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one. I'm going to go with a 5.5 here. Regardless, I do think that this album was really, really well done and mixed really nicely. We're going to go ahead and see what we have as a total. Looking like we have ourselves. I think we're going to go with a... Oh, man. Let's go 7.2. Let's go with a 7.2. This album isn't bad. It's not mid. It's not good. It's definitely great. I like it a lot. I think if that last track would have been just spiced up a little bit, or like I said, I see what they're going with, what they're going for with that. I feel like honestly made a lot of the other sounds on the album kind of run together a little bit for me. So I think that might be the only one in this whole bunch though that falls out. Like I could see myself jamming almost all the other ones. So that's really nice. Huge shout out to Michael, Cera, Palin. This was a really fun reaction. Like, I'm happy I had like my good headphones for this because, yeah, very nice, very nice. Especially this, like the first half of the album, man, things were really popping for me, really popping. The second leg is great, but it's a little bit more experimental, some slower tracks, stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's a good album, a great album. Excuse me. Yeah, I am Pyro Slays Music, and if you want to help support me, hit that like and subscribe. As I said earlier in the album, please, please, please make sure you go over and support Michael, Cera, Palin. I really like what they did with this album, and I'm excited to see what they did in the future. And maybe actually go back and listen to some of their older stuff since I only know one song by them. They've been around for... Wait, is this their first album? Is this their first album? That was, I don't know how to explain it. In 2018 was an EP? What? Okay, that's intriguing. I didn't realize they were that new. Fuck, I'm even more impressed. Well, we're going to give them a follow for sure. Shout out to all of y'all for hanging out and watching. Please, please, please do me a solid. Drop down in the comments of what your favorite song was. What was the least liked song? Let's have some discourse here. I really enjoy seeing what everybody's favorite tracks are their most disliked ones, regardless. I have no problem with people being different than I am. So drop down your opinions on the album and stuff, and I'm curious to hear your hot takes. I'm Pyro Slays Music. Peace out, everybody.